Good day, class. Today we're going to look at Chapter 2. It begins with the English America, the settling of the English America. The period is 1607 to about 1666. Now this chapter discusses the settlement efforts by various European powers during the late 1500s and early 1600s, along with the changes in Europe that affected and often facilitated colonization. It also compares the nature of early plantations in the Chesapeake, in New England, in the Middle Colonies, and the Southern Colonies. And it focuses on early agriculture, industrialization, and economic development. And some of the key things that I want you to be aware of when you're reading the chapter are: the 16th century marked the emergence of the Atlantic world that linked Europe, Africa, and the Americas together. Also during this time, kings and emperors in West Africa were already competing for the wealth brought on by long-distance trade, including the trading in slaves. During this time, Western Europe entered a new era in which nation-states drew on the Renaissance knowledge. Merchants and capitalized on this, and religious zeal began to advance national power and overseas expansion. Also, the Atlantic world brought few benefits to West Africans and Native Americans, proclaiming that civilizations and Christianity rendered them superior. European designated Native Americans and Africans as savages whose land and labor Europeans could seize and exploit. Initial Portuguese insurgents promised to expand West Africa's trade and its ties with Europe. Europe's overwhelming demand for slave labor depleted the region's population and accelerated the reshaping of trade, of politics, of warfare, and societies. Africa's notorious underdevelopment, which persists in our own time, had begun. After 1492, the Atlantic world spread to Americas, or the Americas. Indigenous peoples in the Caribbean, in Mexico, in Peru, and elsewhere in Central, South, and North America were the first to be ravaged by European epidemic diseases, leaving them vulnerable to violent conquest and exploration. It also forced an underforced movement of people, as well as animals, plants, gold, silver, hides, and diseases that constitute what we best know as the Columbian Exchange, that transform environments throughout the Atlantic world. These are the things that you will be looking and reading at during Chapter 2. Thank you.